What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. As you guys can clearly tell, I am back after a 9.5-hour drive from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way back to Florida. What a drive. Not doing that again. I will split it up for sure into two parts because it is way better. And I definitely was exhausted, but things are back to normal now. So expect to see quality back up and the videos coming out at normal time here. So that's good news. But more importantly, we are going to be looking at things like XRP, like I said, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. Starting off with XRP, we're looking for that break. We're getting very close to it, and I think before you know it, we will expect to see that confirmation. We're getting close. We don't know. I don't want to jump the gun here and say like, oh yes, breakout is upon us yet, because it obviously isn't. We're not at that point yet, but we are very close to seeing that, which is exciting to me. So we should be filling this in very soon, if not today, this week, and then we'll get that decision. Whether that decision is bullish or bearish really doesn't matter, because we'll have the appropriate time beforehand to confirm closure, to get in on a buy and then either short, or we'll be getting in and longing it to the upside. So either option is definitely doable here. Solana looks really nice as we're starting its recovery reversal all the way back up to moving average. We called this many days ago, so that's exciting news. Ethereum is slowly but surely heading to the upside, but we are starting to trade sideways through this, fill in the gap, which is okay. Bitcoin here broke through. Very nice recovery as of today. Very nice. Back up to moving average here, which is awesome. VONG, we're not going to see much. It looks like it's closing lower. That's crazy. But again, just consolidating. This was kind of expected as we exploded up over the past couple of days, and now we're going to come back down to consolidate. So that kind of makes sense here. Still inside this beautiful descending fractal here. So once retest is upon us, we should be able to reverse and swing to the upside. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the S&P. But with that all being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into today's video, I have partnered with BITUNIX, which is a new exchange to the channel. I'm very excited to be using them and testing them out. I figured it'd be nice to have multiple options in regards to trading and not put all your eggs in one basket. So BITUNIX is going to be one that we're going to be testing out over the next couple of weeks, if not months, and hopefully they can make a permanent stay on the channel. So if you guys know anything about them, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below. But they seem pretty exceptional right now. They offer a lot of stuff. They offer XRP, which is awesome here. And really the reason why we're including them is because in the past, not to say that there's anything wrong with BIDFI, I've been using BIDFI for a long time, but just to have all your eggs spread out, not to have all your eggs in one basket. We've seen in the past DUDEX and other exchanges close or merge into other things. So to basically not have everything in one spot and to cover ourselves in case of stuff like that, it's just kind of preventative maintenance. It's a good idea to check out some other things that are being offered right now. But what's super cool and what I wanted to share with you is they're doing a huge sign up referral bonus here, which is excellent. So basically any person that signs up right now with the link down in the description below gets free cryptocurrency. That's it. No strings attached, only for the first 100 users. So you can have BIDFI and you can have BITUNIX. You can have, BITUNIX and Coinbase. You can have BITUNIX and Binance. It doesn't matter, but to have several exchanges, I like what we like to do, exchange arbitrage, is just collect as much free cryptocurrency that is being offered right now. So the fact is you can sign up right now for free, not putting any KYC and stuff like that, and you'll get free bonus cryptocurrency that you can trade around with to start for the first 100 users that sign up. So check it out. And then on top of that, they're doing an insane, and this is a very large bonus, much bigger than BIDFI has ever offered here. Deposit bonus of 200, 500, 1,000, and 5,000 with trading volume can get huge futures bonuses too, for putting in 200 to get 50%, 500 to get 200, 1,000 to get 3. These are very large incentives here. So definitely make sure to check them out down in the description below. Move some stuff around, trade around, and we'll talk about BITUNIX later on in today's episode here. They also have an app, which is super cool. Very excited if you haven't seen, but we'll talk about them later on. We dumped Margex. Margex wasn't doing all that well. Now we're going to test out this, and I think I have some high hopes here. But moving forward into today's video, you can see last we left off yesterday, basically saying we are so close to seeing the price ceiling break through and send us to the upside here, which is very exciting because that is what I expect to see take place and happen within the next couple of days, if not today, on XRP and a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. The current coin market cap looks good too. We're up 3%. You can see some of these cryptos are starting to pop. Bitcoin exploded to the upside. Same thing with Ethereum, XRP, BNB. Lots of these are popping off, and I mean popping off to the upside here. So I'm very excited to see the volume is steadily coming back into these markets here, and we should be able to, swing to the upside. So I'm very excited to see stuff like that take place and happen here, and there's a good chance now we should expect to see that volume come in this week. That's the goal. But again, I know we're kind of being, having a little bit of hope. You know what I'm saying? But ideally, that's what we're looking for here. Again, looking at XRP right now, XRP has been in a very large descending fractal here. Clear as day, lower high, lower lows. We're getting very close to that right now. And when we see a trade take place, we'll take advantage of it and use BITUNIX to test it out here. But you can see, if we confirm closure above this, we will get in and long to the upside. If not, we'll get in and we will short to the downside. It's pretty simple. Floor, ceiling. If we break through ceiling, we buy in and long. If we break through floor, we buy in and we short. It's very easy. It doesn't get any simpler than that. So we're waiting for confirmation here to buy in and short to the downside here, or we will capitalize on a long position to the upside. Again, it really doesn't matter. Like I said, we have the opportunity and the availability to do either direction of a trade on BITUNIX here. So if we get that signal, we'll buy in and we'll long, or we'll buy in and a short. There's a good chance, honestly, unfortunately, that a short could take place, as we've done consistently here, is just reject and fall off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? So now you need to see, hey, is this what's going to happen here? Or are we going to see that dump? And there's a very good chance that we could see this correction here. We are looking for the last shoulder and then seeing the correction like we do. We are kind of expecting, or I'm anticipating something like this because we have the shoulder here. We have this head. We're looking for that second shoulder. But if that doesn't happen and we just immediately correct, then so be it. But we'll do so using BITUNIX here, because you can see BITUNIX Global Crypto Derivative Exchange, which is super cool. They're offering some free crypto, I think also up to like 5,500, which is also excellent here. But if we go over to, where is it, futures, you can see, pulling this up here, they have not only obviously Bitcoin, but they have XRP. So we're going to favorite a lot of these here because these are what we typically do. And if we go over to XRP, you can see we can buy long, sell short, leverage trade. They have the integrated trading view charts. It's very similar to other exchanges that we use, which is why I like them, because, we've kind of already learned how to trade on BIDFI. So to use BITUNIX too, it's not that far off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very similar to what other exchanges that we've been using here. You can see we can make this smaller, larger. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know if we could probably move it over, but for the time being, we'll leave it alone here. But I like how you have all this customized and flexibility on here to pretty much move exactly how you'd want here. But when we do see that short position take shape, or long position, we'll be able to capitalize off it with a long. We're on the 15-minute chart, which is terrible. We're not going to use that here, but we'll go up to the daily charts right here, and now we'll get a better position here, and you can actually start to see how obvious this downtrend is on the markets here, and how obvious this support is here as well. It's certainly interesting to leave it here or here. I think we're going to leave it like that to make it more conservative. We could include the wicks, not include the wicks, but we're going to leave it alone like that. And you can see kind of this fractal that's taking place here. We even have horizontal supports, so we can draw in our horizontal lines just like that, something along the lines of here. You can see where we've had this downtrend before. So we are in a very neat position. It's a very easy opportunity to trade and take advantage of on BITUNIX. So it really just comes down to give us kind of that opportunity, give us the buy or short signal, and then we'll be, it'll be game on from there, and we'll be able to take advantage of it. I'm ready. My account's funded. So it's only a matter of time. We have about 1,500 ready to trade on here, so we'll see what exactly happens. Anywho, moving forward from XRP and to wrap up today's video here, quickly, Solana was an easy trade for us to take advantage of here. We are hitting resistance, so we did know that if we confirm closure outside here, we'd see a long position, but now we're paying attention to this. So what we're looking for is if we can close above this ceiling, we'll shoot up to moving average, and we'll take advantage of that because I believe BITUNIX also has Solana, which we can take advantage of on a trade too. So if we see this close, we'll short or we'll long. If not, we'll buy in with a short. Ethereum looks good, consolidating, healthy, trading aside. So until we get a technical indicator form, then we'll take advantage of it. For the time being, I don't really see that. I mean, maybe. That's actually pretty freaky. Maybe we have this. Do I need to leave it alone? Yeah, I think so. So we might have a trade opportunity on our hands quickly within Ethereum here. That's quite interesting if you ask me, for sure. So let's pay attention to this as we start to, to consolidate. Bitcoin's hitting major resistance on moving average. We'll see if we continue upwards here. And we see the markets on VONG and the S&P closing. We're heading lower today. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, we look, I'd say, pretty good across the board here. I'm going to leave this on the weekly because that looks all right. But otherwise, that is it for today's video. Definitely make sure to check out BITUNIX down in the description below. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.